Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about the most important fundamental principle that should be in place for any hypertrophy program. And that one key principle is training volume must be increasing over time. This sounds a very basic principle, but you'd be surprised how many people neglect this concept. So essentially training volume is sets times reps times load. So this must be going up over a chronic period of time. Now it's important to know, as I've suggested in some of my other videos, that the increment in training volume should be specific from where the trainee is already at. So for example, if we have an individual training 3 times a week, it's simply not necessary to have that individual jump from 3 days a week training to 6 days per week training. A better situation would be potentially increase the volume of their current training sessions and or potentially add an extra day, so we then go to a 4th day training, which by default will mean that net total volume will increase by default just by adding an extra day's training. Conversely, the advanced trainee who's perhaps already training 5 days a week, perhaps increase training volume throughout those individual sessions, or potentially even go to a 6th session if they're very advanced. However, this principle holds true throughout any type of programming, especially for goals with hypertrophy. But even if you were a powerlifter or strength athlete, this chronic increment in training volume must be going up over time. So here's a couple of simple ways how you can essentially increase training volume. So one very simple way to do this during the actual acute session would be to essentially do more sets. You could essentially add more exercises to your actual session. This is just 2 simple ways to increase training volume. Another way to do this would be to potentially add an extra day's training. As I said before, by default training volume is going to be going up. It's also important to know if you're progressively getting stronger within your sessions, by default training volume will be going up, which is the most important factor. I know this sounds a simple principle, yet you'd be surprised how many people are neglecting this. This is just a simple principle that goes across the board, whether your goal is hypertrophy, whether you're potentially going to be competing in a powerlifting meet, whether you're an Olympic lifter. Training volume must be going up over time. So start consciously thinking about your current training volume. You could even start tracking this. So reps times sets times load. You can essentially add all your exercises up and have a total net training volume for that session, for that particular week, and then you can measure against that over the next week, the next month, the next 8 weeks, etc, etc, and you want to see that total poundage going up progressively over time. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a good day. Thank you very much.